Abe says, I'm currently a high school senior and I'll be going into college for chemical engineering. Do you have any advice? The first one I'm going to say is once start getting familiar with your school's networking opportunities. What does that mean? Get familiar with your school's engineering societies. It can be a one of those student organizations, like for example for Spanish people they have American, no, what is it called, Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, and like they have different ones like that. You also have the racing team, Formula SAE. So get familiar with engineering organizations within your university. Yes. So get familiar with your engineering organizations within your school, and start looking for opportunities as soon as you start your first year as a freshman. Like, don't think that you have to wait. Just start looking and then see if something will stick. Also, make sure that you have a solid resume, cover letter, based on the experience that you have now. I know that you're just starting, but maybe if you had any type of like group projects or leadership experience, or maybe you build some experience on your own exploring engineering concepts. So have all that ready. I'll have samples on my website. You can download samples for resume and cover letter. Start building your LinkedIn once you start joining as a freshman. Also, don't do it alone. That's one of the things that I tell a lot of young engineers when they're freshmen, like early in your career. You must understand that engineering is difficult, and getting help from study group or getting help from online resources are very popular nowadays. Is check.com. I think it's CHEGG.com. Also, don't be afraid of using, this may be frowned upon by some people, professors, but I'm not afraid of using the solutions manuals for the homework problems that you have, as long as, of course, as long as you need it. Like if you're lost and you need further guidance, try to do it on your own first. But if you need further guidance and you have no way out, then I would use the solutions manual for the homework. But don't just copy everything, right? Like make sure that you understand the process. Get yourself a whiteboard or a blackboard where you can actually work out your problems. That really helps. Personally, it really helped me a lot, visualize and get things outside my brain, as opposed to just dealing with a little tiny piece of paper. Another thing is, let's see, another thing that you can do. When you take those easy classes, okay, so let me help you with this. Engineering is difficult, right? Like there's no questions about it. So one of the things that you should not take for granted are those really easy classes when you take early in your career, like history or Western civilization and stuff like that. So try to get A's on those classes. Like, don't be a fool and get a C or a B just because you didn't put enough effort. Because when you get a B or a C in an engineering class, those classes are going to help you keep your GPA decent. Because if you start getting C's on history, like that's just dumb. Like just do your best, like cram, like study for those tests or whatever you need to do, but make sure that for those non-engineering classes, make sure that you capitalize on those and try to get A's on all of those, so that way if you get a C in engineering, you're still okay. If you're down the road, if your GPA is low per se, let's say you get to your sophomore year and your GPA is at 2.7, 2.8, try to take additional classes, like easy classes that are going to help you raise your GPA back up. So that's a hack that I learned a little late in my engineering journey, but a lot of people do it. And so that way you are eligible for a lot of positions out there, and take care of your GPA, especially in the beginning, because that's what's going to help you keep doors open to you getting opportunities, maybe even getting financial assistance. So all right, so that's what comes to mind right now. And do the homework over and over, over and over.